hello to every woman global-wide. Welcome to Women of the Bible, a study for Christian women. But let me put a comma. I invite every woman. I cannot exclude women who are searching. The importantness of finding Christ is a transforming for life. And so, I say to all of you, you are loved with an everlasting love. This is your pastor, Yeti. We started with Sarai, who became Sarah, but that's for later. I'm going to read to you, and write it down, please. Genesis 16, verses 1 to 16. Now Sarai Abram's wife had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abraham, "The Lord has kept me from having children. Go, sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her." Abram agreed to what Sarai said. So after Abram had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarai, his wife, took her Egyptian slave Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with Hagar, and she conceived. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. Then Sarai said to Abram, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering. I put my slave in your arms, and now that she knows she is pregnant, she despises me. May the Lord judge between you and me." "Your slave is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. The angel of the Lord found Hagar near a spring in the desert. It was the spring that is beside the road to Shur. And he said, "Hagar, slave of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going?" "I'm running away from my mistress Sarai," she answered. Then the angel of the Lord told her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her." The angel added, "I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count." The angel of the Lord also said to her, "You are now pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ismael, for the Lord has heard of your misery. He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. And he will live in hostility toward all his brothers." She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her, "You are the God who sees me." For she said, "I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well was called Ber Lahai Roy. It is still there between Kadesh and Beret. So Agar bore Abram a son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Abraham was 86 years old when Agar bore him Ishmael. Sarai and Abraham have been in Canaan for 10 years, and they've been married for a long time without producing a child. As said earlier, having a child was considered an essential duty for women to carry on their legacy and bring honor to their family and lineage. Feeling the pressure, Sarai decided that because she is barren, her maidservant Agar will bear the child that she can't. Sarai convinces Abram to go along with this idea. Sarai gives Agar to Abraham to be his second wife. When Agar conceives, she looks down at Sarai, so Sarai dealt harshly with her. Agar reacts to this mistreatment by running away. The shame, jealousy, and disappointment boiling inside Sarai are evident, but God's plan is still intact. He intervenes in Sarai's anger and has compassion for Agar. And Sarai's impatience leads her to make a plan in a state of frustration. But God does not give his blessings over Abraham's marriage to Agar. So it is destined to fail. Sarai's desperate decision leads to an inherently unsustainable situation. When Sarai emotions took over, God intercedes. When you all were listening, when I was reading the Word of God in Genesis, you probably heard that the angel was asking what was going on with Agar. It's interesting how the angel of God allowed her to speak out from her own emotions. And so it is the same for us. You can say, well, God knows everything. Why should I open my mouth or giving my grief and whatever? The treasure in this that God allows us to come as we are, in what kind of a state we are. Is it frustration? Is it mistreatment? Is it abuse? Or whatever. God allows us as much as we can to open ourselves. Because God is unconditional love. So, for our reflection today, the first one is Sarai is around 76 years old when she has the idea for Agar to conceive with Abram. Why do you think she develops a plan at this time? The second one, have you ever agreed to a bad decision in desperate circumstances, like Abraham? What happened? And the third one, recall a time when you had to make a painful choice for what seemed like an important reason. How did you decide what to do? Did you regret it afterwards? How did it change things? wish you all a wonderful experience to open your life to God, to the Christ who really sees and knows and feels in the stage and in the time of our life who we are. And rejoicing, we can say that some women experience a very rich, spiritual rich life, where they are developing increasingly help to other women global wide. Let we be those who are spiritual, let me say, at this moment, or have a stronger experience and encouragement in them, that we be those who touch other women and give them comfort and help them to develop a better life. There is much hurt outside. And sometimes women have to endure a lot. And I'm not going to go in detail because I'm not doing in politics. My world is Christ, and I'm facing the reality what is going on global wide. So, this is your second day in your Women of the Bible study. Encourage yourself to walk through the reflections and write things down so that you can look back how it involves. So may God bless you and protect you. May He keep you from all harm. May His light shine upon you that you be safe. God bless. And enjoy the moments that you have. Even this difficult sometimes. But no, you're not alone. God bless. This is your Pastor Yeti. Bye-bye.